Young Wolf in the building, young Sasuke in the building. Spectacles Wolf in the building, couldn't be me.
He needs some milk.
Whoo! Young Wolf in the building, young Sasuke in the building, Spectacles Wolf in the building, Red Bull Wolf in the building, couldn't be me. Wolf in the building, couldn't be me, yeah? Couldn't be me, it was me.
Bruh.
I got sacked on FM22 by Spurs, but don't worry about that one in real life. It couldn't be me. Couldn't be me, man. Nuno is dead food. Finally been finally been sacked by Spurs. And you know what, yeah? For me personally, it's a long time coming in it. Like, it's been long overdue. Now, let me go back to the first 3 weeks of the season. I remember putting out a tweet on Twitter. And I specifically said, if I can find that tweet, I'm gonna link it up on the screen right now so you lot can see it in 32K. I specifically said, Spurs fans, are you happy with the football that's being played? Are you happy with what's going on at Spurs? This was when Spurs were first on the table after getting them 1-0 wins that they were supposedly happy about. And everybody was on my case. Yeah, why wouldn't we be? Yeah, we're happy, we're first. Yeah, we're happy this. And I was just looking at it like, yeah, cool, you're first place. But one, your results are unconvincing. And two, they're 1-0 wins. Like, you're scraping the barrel. You're not winning convincingly. You're not getting 2-3-0 wins, which you should be doing with that sort of attack. You man were getting 1-0 wins, just scraping the ends, fam. You know, the ones where you're scraping the last when you're eating. That's what Spurs were doing. Dead food. The football was atrocious. That first game, actually, against Manchester City, I will say that their counter-attacking football was superb. Like, they should have scored a lot more goals in that game than they did. The 1-0 win did not represent how dominating Spurs were on the counter-attack, but at the same time, you know, they didn't echo on that. They didn't improve on that. It just went down after that. And I've seen people on Twitter talk about how can you sack a manager after 10 games? Like, Donny's not looked convincing since the first game of the season. Since the first game of the season, this man's not looked convincing. Yeah? Getting spun in the Conference League. Getting spun against teams that he should be getting the results against. And I've been saying this for a while now. Nuno got found out last season and got found out badly because he ain't been able to recover. The man is so one-dimensional with his system and what he's trying to play that he ain't got no other options to change. Donny's dead food. He's a fraud. He don't know football. Man needs to go back to being an agent and leave the management to flipping Rodgers and Pep and them, man. Forget you, bro. Like, you was good with the recruitment, and that's the thing at Wolverhampton Wanderers. It was the recruitment that was saving his ass. Like, let's be very real. The tactics, yeah, you know, it looked like it was doing bits, but the recruitment, the players they were bringing in for a team that size, no disrespect, but a team that size at the time, the players you were bringing in, it made sense, and they were just fitting in and they were just slotting in nicely. All of a sudden now, managers have been sat there like this, found you out, and you ain't recovered since. Wolves last season, dead food. Spurs this season, dead food. Nuno, dead food. That's my opinion on that. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Over to his replacement, Mr. Antonio Conte. Get me? Conte. Yeah, Conte. Listen, that man will get something at Spurs if he's comfortable with the job. Like, I personally think Conte is better than Spurs. I think he honestly should hold out for the Manchester United job, because regardless of what happens this season, I think Ole goes at the end of the season regardless. However, I know that the contract isn't long. I think it's 18 months. It can go the opposite way to how I'm thinking. Like, I'm thinking, like, you know what I'm saying, like, he's gonna go there, win, and then cut loose. But he might go there, win some stuff, and actually, you know, kind of fall in love with the club, fall in love with the city, fall in love with the fans, and might just embrace it and just stay there for a while. But everywhere Conte's been since Juventus, he ain't stopped winning. This is the thing that people need to understand. He has not stopped winning. He's not going to go somewhere that's not going to financially support what he needs to do in it. Juventus, they did that. When he went to Inter Milan, they did that. When he went to Chelsea, they did that. He's not going to go somewhere where they're not going to financially back him. Levy is going to have to back Antonio Conte. Levy did back Nuno. Now, whether those were Nuno's transfers or the director of football's recruitment, I don't know, innit? I'm not in with the Spurs lot. I don't know what's going on there. But he was backed. You know, Spurs spent a lot of money this summer. Let's be real, they did. Even though some of them are loans with optional fees, they still spent money. And if those optional fees get activated, it's a lot of money they're spending. Like, you're talking about near enough or over 100 million. So they spent money with Nuno, but they're gonna have to do the same thing with Antonio Conte. And boy, let me tell you right now, this is where Spurs are gonna reshape into something good, because the dead wood is going to be dead wood. You won't see them on the field, innit? Harry Kane, if he ain't performing, he ain't gonna play on the field. That's the kind of manager Antonio Conte is. And the reason why I like Antonio Conte as well is that he knows how to bring the best out of players. Like, everywhere he's been, he's just I wouldn't say created stars, but I would say he's brought the stars out in players that already had it within them, but they just didn't have the right manager or the right direction to get that out of them. Do you know what I mean? And he's done it like everywhere he's been, and obviously most recently with Lukaku, you know, Barella, Hakimi, named Skriniar. You know, he's done it with those kind of players where he's made them look like they are just out of this world, like out of the stratosphere. You can't even call them world class because they're out of the world. So they, you know, they space class. You know, that's the new one, space class. So honestly, I think it's a really good acquisition if it goes through, because you know, like I said, I feel like Antonio Conte should probably hold out for the Manchester United job. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section down below. Let me know your thoughts on the whole thing. I'm out here. Thank you guys for watching. Red Bull Wolf in the building. Spectacles, 4 eyes Wolf, 4K Wolf in the building. And I'm out of the building because I need to go. Peace.
Hey yo, swing, 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 chop, chop, chop. Yo, that's the sound when MCs get blocked from rhyme killing. This fell from above at the highest ceiling. Devoted to